Welcome everybody once again to Disco Elysium. Yeah, we're almost done with the night. But we gotta say some things to Gar about her girlfriend or
Can I
whatever.
help you?
I talked to Sylvie, she left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
He looks up, surprised. The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer!
His face is flushed with emotion. A rash covered his neck.
I assure you it was him.
Yeah, that's what I said, Kim.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you again.
You should be relieved because I'm fixing it. I'll pay for the bird.
Why
I think.
on earth did you have to break the skewer?
It's a mystery.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
You thought she broke the bird because I don't think that's the way to handle a creep. I think.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
Oh, a symbol of hope. So that's why I couldn't destroy because of my ex. Could be.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then.
The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brows and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted? Or...
He gives you a short no. Thank you for not be like, oh, you have to pay the bird now.
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
Yeah.
Another thing.
There's nothing to talk about then. Alright, well, another thing that we can do. Oh, I got the brush. Okay. Hey, Tara, with this.
Crinkled chewing gum wrapper. You feel compelled
yeah.
carefully.
Alright. The damaged
It's
letter.
the letter you found
Can we
in the
try
trash.
to?
A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
No,
with the
no, we
permeables
can't.
drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
We can try to get. We can read the cases. We have time.
Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close.
Read that case
it takes
file.
about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Let's read the next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high.
Yeah, I think that's a usual thing here too.
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
Wreak havoc on the middle class?
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I have to find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Okay, read on.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Remove the mural!
A staggering
Mural.
78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
What? No, it's never too late for love. The middle class is not to blame, it's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
Okay, fair enough. The unsolvable case!
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
Even just civilians know about this case, and I took it. Maybe because it was unsolvable, and I wanted to, I don't know, be like, I can solve it.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets?
Proceed.
Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Oh, which one was Leslie? Leslie was the indecent one, I think. The only way to Leslie public indecency.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you.
No, I'm not.
The case
Not
becomes
anymore.
considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
God damn.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
Well, that's a way to not keep him around the street. Can't flash his genitals if he can't walk.
Can't get out of his apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
It just needed creative thinking, I guess.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
I'm not sure I want to, considering the solution, but the last case was police brutality. The square bullet hole murders. That sounds fun.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
One day we'll fix it.
One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
With the square gun. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Who's shooting square bullets? Assuming they are even bullets. Is this something related to the book? Because because there's a book which apparently happens in the future, is set up in the same universe. But who knows if the canon changed or whatever. Especially since Disco Elysium now belongs to the publisher and not exactly the original writer. So who knows what happened. The couch in an unexpected location. Man, these names are something else.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
Like that episode of King of the Hill where they found a couch, not a couch, a sofa outside, and then just kind of enjoyed it, you know? They actually look like assholes, I guess.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual.
They are assholes. They're insufferable, at least.
Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Case solved and getting the couch. Did I catch those guys, though?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do.
What cleaning? That doesn't seem the job I should be doing as a detective. Whatever. Murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum tum tum. At the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Wait, how?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
I mean, you, inanimate object, start talking about it. Right, whatever. To the murder, then.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker. A real brain twister. Was on it for, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. toughest he's ever had.
And was Joseph Miller a good cop?
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
Rapey. Ugh. Go on.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor.
What the hell is a hookah
those
parlor to
places
begin
where
with?
you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Oh, it's like vaping? Is that like one of those... Can you get high off it?
No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything.
Really stupid.
Yeah. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be?
How can it be? Well, I mean, I'm reading the case file, so I assume I'm gonna know, but how could it be?
Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
He sucked hookah, stood up, passed out, and hit his head on the table and died?
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
Well, he must suck a lot of it.
Yeah, he liked his hookah. Stephen was his name.
And what was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed piecing it together. Next.
Alright, that was very interesting.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers
Oh.
still sags from the clipboard.
This actually gave me this. Okay. Crack it on the knee, like Burkle. Interesting. Yes, the guy was just getting high and he just passed out and break his skull. It's fine. Interferes 3, please.
Just relax.
Yes!
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly.
Cool.
The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Yeah, slide the drawer open. Wait, somehow I don't want to know. We have to be strong. Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Permits to the zoo. Interesting. And there are 2. Probably me and the ex. Pick up the car. Fucking kill yourself, you asshole. No! Pick up the car.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavored.
Like the one I have.
Exactly like the gum wrapper you found. The same brand of chewing gum.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile. You think, although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
We got the feeling that it was from Happy Times.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
Oh, so we got some decisions already. Usually you should listen to your volition, I will say, but it will make me happy.
Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
What?
Far away and outside, the reeds hiss with desperation. Step out.
I'll take this outside. Well, you heard the wind or something. You gotta take it outside. All right. Excuse me, Kim. I know it's like 2 in the night and the time already like stopped, but I need to read these.
It's the letter you found in it. Without resistance or sound,
Pick up the car
thin
again.
wax paper has been glued to
Open
a
it.
familiar hand. A young woman, Harry. Throw it away, please.
Keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Oh, this sounds so beautiful and sad, but we gotta keep reading it. No, we're not stopping. We have to read it, even as painful as it is.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Oh, he literally passed out of sadness.
Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. A streetcar distancing. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
We lost the ledger.
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Oh.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways. No. What? Oh, did I die? Oh, I remember I think last time that I did this, I actually just let it like leave because it was so interesting. What?
There is nothing.
This is a fake out. This is like Batman Arkham Asylum when they make you reset the game or something.
Again.
Oh, again. Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Oh, just lie there, pass out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
And Kim, he's right there. I'm sure he either catch me or is dragging me or something.
That's me.
Who's that?
Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
White morning. Was that the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yeah.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
There was something about a bow collector too.
Yeah, man. What was that about?
The bow collector. We got 2. Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Coffee?
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Oh, a skim, of course. I mean, where am I?
The upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant extends a small canister to your mouth. Let's drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Actually, beer and cider have loads of water in them.
You know, in the Franconarian centuries, the quality of water was so bad it was sometimes more hygienic to drink beer.
But these are not the Franco-Nigerian centuries. We are in the present. It is safe to sometimes drink water here.
He hands you the canister. Good boy. Just drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
Sorry for that, Kim.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burnout ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your lunch. Yeah, I doubt it happens like this.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
Yeah. I guess they will have some baggage there.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case. And I gained something.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and...
Yeah. Okay. It gives me N-Line Empire and Empathy, but -2 Authority. This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse, somehow. It makes you think about the ledger, about a woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of the bed in the morning. Damn, that's depressing. I mean, we have 2 points now. That is something. I'm gonna put 1 into Shivers because I think Shivers is pretty cool. Why morning? -1 authority. Little guy gets further and further away. Research time. You see yourself from above. You pass out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from the distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At the mention of what? A great white object, letting out the sweet smell like a lily in the valley. Your little man forgotten his name, but you still remember the feelings. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. They instinctively reach out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on the disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. I don't think that will... I think the solution to this might end up being like more drinking or something. Like, will give me like a drinking bonus. At least that's what it sounds. Like trying to lose myself. The bow collector. Sparks like a snow from the bow collector of streetcar number 42. Slowly down the slope from Voyager Road. And then east of the B206, across the river to where there are no closed factories or ruins. to study at the academy. Electrical cables run overhead, and the bow collector draws across them like a musical instrument. A flash. She's standing at the rear windows, holding onto the rail, in the spring coat, waving at you. Oh, she's talking about my ex. And the negative is one authority in hand-eye coordination. Seems pretty bad. Hand-eye coordination might not be too bad. It's 6 hours. I'm gonna be tomorrow doing like 6 hours like that. I gotta think about it. I think I'm gonna go with the bow collector. The other one does sound like it's gonna give me something related to drinking or whatever. I don't know. I support that. I'm trying to go in a clean run, you know, no drugs, no alcohol. Well, thankfully I do have my money, and I almost gonna be close for another money for another day. Gonna go.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. Let's get a moment to talk. Man to man,
The
you know?
air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost.
It was a hell of a
But I
day.
also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
I didn't know you smoke him.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I'm not smoking a cigarette. How do you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus.
I think I might want
Easy to
to
see.
pick up smoke. I don't read. Look, it might be a good bonus, but I don't think I need to pick up more unhealthy stuff. Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man. So we didn't even inspect the body.
Yeah.
And there's still much to do at the crime scene too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
He would have put all of this more harshly, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably because he's afraid that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Don't worry, Kim. I'll be in a much better shit tomorrow.
I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
We interviewed Joyce Messier, the Wild Pines rep, and learned a lot. None of it very good news for us or Martinez, but
He gives you a quick nod and acknowledgement and approval.
above all though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind's move fast. The rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his fingers on the cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at the snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Okay, so what are our powers exactly? The RRCM. I know what they are. I know how they operate, but you know, what are the powers? Give me some other specifics.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
He frowns. Yeah. Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can we be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Again, not too far off.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happened to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And if the coalition government... Is the coalition government that makes all those rules?
And the moral intern, more broadly. But yes.
He gazes his absently fixed on the window below that just went dark. Okay, so yeah. So tell me, the Moralists, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Okay, let's say that I didn't. How would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the
So
world.
it's basically like, yeah. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
I don't know what the Dolores Day thing means. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous.
Something safe, stable. Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Okay, yeah, you're a logic man. You're a man of action. Well, what do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You liked them.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
He thinks and changes his mind. Okay. I have an opinion on the Moralists.
Do you?
Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism. We're stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois' rights. Murder silently. Immigrants, liberal, keep fucking men are turning into women. No. I don't have it. I mean, this isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
I mean, vigilantes sound bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Well, say nothing. Just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, Like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Oh, he wanna. Yeah, a little smoke. I don't smoke, so I don't know what this feels like, actually.
An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
Damn, King, you're so cool.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. So why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Well, maybe this investigation will prove help the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Well, thank you for this, Kim. This has been nice.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts on the stuff of his cigarette and look at the door. Alright, let's go.
Yes?
There's anything else that we should
What about
talk
me?
about?
Good. Let's change the subject.
It was a murder. Convince Kim there's a sexy, dark mystery twist on the case.
What if you did it?
Did what? The hangman?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory.
I don't think that was the case.
Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Kim, I mean, we gotta tell Kim. Kim, I think I might be the murderer. I killed the man and then tricked myself into forgetting about it.
And what has led you to this conclusion?
My chest feels hollow, like I did something terrible.
That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. Besides, I doubt you could have taken down a hardened mercenary single-handedly.
I could have.
See? You're clearly not a man in your prime anymore.
I mean, apparently he was strong too, the other guy.
Don't take it personally. It's just that security guards kept on by large corporations tend to be better trained and better armed than officers of the RCM.
So you're saying I didn't kill him?
I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it.
Is that a normal thing?
What do you want to know? Good.
Is that a normal thing? I don't think it's that normal. Who is like, oh, they come in investigation to kill? Maybe they watch too much movies. They feel like they are in like a goddamn Fight Club situation or something. See you in the morning. Alright. Let's look at our reflection. Bye, Kim.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
Oh, hold on.
A mirror hangs
Can
on
we
the
fix
bathroom
this?
wall. In it, the faucet is
Oh, we
quite
did.
terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
Nice.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
Slowly but surely, we're fixing everything that we fucked up.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Well, a chain cutter or whatever is probably a useful tool, you know,
the mirror
in general.
begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Electrochemistry. Okay, we need electrochemistry. We have electrochemistry there. What else give us electrochemistry? Just the pants? Come on. This gloves gives us some. Well, we're half
The
naked,
mirror
but why
hangs on
not?
the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Attempt to stop the expression from happening.
It's like something snaps
We did
in
it.
you. A nerve ending, a thought, a sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Yeah, I do look a lot sadder. But you know what? It was for the better. We got to accept reality. Let me put my gloves and let me put some fucking pants. Yeah, maybe I go with this. I guess it's whatever. Yeah, just give me my yeah. We'll look real cool. Let's just go to bed. Can I pick up these bottles? Yes, we could. Yes, we can. We clean and also, come on. I'm pretty sure I can pick up this one. Come on. What's this? Alright, let's just go to sleep.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
This looks like I fucked up a sofa more than a bed.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
I'm pretty sure this is very far off. It's 2:10. It's been 2:10 for like 2 hours. Crawl in. Let's finish this day. It's been a long day for
The sheets
long
feel
first
at
day.
once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Let's have a nice rest.
And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
If I was me, I would be already sleeping. Doesn't matter. I can sleep anywhere. Obviously, I want to sleep. But why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
I don't think there's that. But let's check the pillow anyway. Maybe we can help.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
I don't even want to think about the fluids this thing could have come in contact. Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Man, is my guy want to stretch? I usually like to sleep on my side.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from my drunkenness. Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
I'm surprised I can put my brain off even for a second. No more thoughts, just fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh, let's go to sleep. Whoa. I'm dreaming. Goopy. Live by disco, die by disco.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
I don't act like a person that left on his own volition.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I only have Kim right now. I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Well, fuck you, buddy. I can get it back. I'm strong. Come on. We can do it. It's never too late, you know?
You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
So basically the world.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Well, if I have to make up to 6 billion people, I fucking will. I see you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you, kidding?
I'm not a clown. I might have done a couple of goofs, but I'm trying my best, legitimately, to be a better person. I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh god, how many can I have? No!
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Well, you heard my inner thoughts. Time forward to the shit factory. 7:30. Jesus Christ, we barely sleep at all.
Good going, buddy.
Is this how it's going to be now when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No.
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
No, I can take this. I'm not going to be looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Hey, electrochemistry, go fuck yourself. That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half of the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shellman. See how you do without your spark.
Yeah, whatever. Well, it's the start of another beautiful day. So with that, we're gonna be calling it the night. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoy the content, make sure to give a like, to comment, and subscribe. And we'll be seeing each other in the next time. Bye bye.